11th of July, 8:47, so pre-market open. We'll get November 2014 UK wheat chart, and as usual we start off with the monthly chart here. You can see this big red candle here representing the action we've seen so far in July. We closed 132. Obviously we can see quite clearly here we've broken major support here, 5-year support, 36 and then 134. This was a swing low of 2011, quite an important high here of 2009 as well. Obviously you can see here I've got my next support level down here at 120, just above this 117 swing high of 209, and also I've got a lower trend line coming up here as well. So that's where my target factor is, that if we continue in this downwards trend. We'll just look back over the preceding 3 years that we've touched these three levels to see whether I've got confirmation of these levels, and see also what the movement we saw during the month of July. So firstly just start with 2008, here we are. This was July 2008 here. You can see we opened at 55 and we dropped straight down to 120. You can see here swing low here was 135, and we paused around this level 134 here. Also you can see quite interestingly here that we came down and tested this 120, had a bounce and then shot through it. So that confirms my two levels again, 134, 120. Look at 2009 here. You can see in 2009, actually I've got the, in June we had this big fall here and we fell through this 134 level and we gapped down through it, so that's another confirmation of that level. 120, yep, we went straight through it here, and in July you can see that we had a fall of 15, nearly £15 a tonne, so we have got the movement there also. And just look finally in 2010, this was in July here, we can see that we went up £62 a tonne in July. 120, yep, confirmation, went up, tested it, came back, broke through it, gapped up, so that ticked that one. 134, yep, market came up, stalled, came back and went through it, yep, so that's fine. And you can see that prices can certainly move in July, £62 a tonne on the reverse when we went up through it. So basically, if we come back to the current month here, got the two levels marked on here, 136, yep, we've gone up, come down, tested it, broken it, gone through it. So that one is ticked off a list, we've broken that. 134, came down through it, broke it, bounced up, gone back through it. So I would sort of almost confirmation that we've broken that level as well. And obviously in a downwards trend, we got all the moving average pointing down, 5, 20 in the 60 day. 6 day, on my mean value of selling 146 means 134. Yep, we are well and truly oversold, but obviously we've got a falling 6 day moving average, and obviously that's going down at the moment. I've got no sign of divergence at the moment, so obviously you know, same as an apple falling off the tree, the motion is down. So at the moment we have to take a hat off to the downward motion. Can prices move down to that 120, what we're £12 a tonne? You can certainly see that from the last 3 years when the movement you know, the mean average of what we normally can expect into July, so that could happen. How can we tell this? You know, we are getting a bounce. Obviously, if market breaks up through the 134, sorry, and then back through the 36, yep, that is a bounce. But obviously that can only be shown as a bounce in a downwards trend and would be seen as a selling opportunity. For a real sort of breaking of the 134 level, I'd like to see it sort of close above it and obviously stay above it for 103 days. So obviously at the moment my preference is still further downside, but obviously we'll keep an eye of any reaction to this 34 level if we broke up through it. Then come on to the American market and just trying to get some key of where we are at the present moment. The American market has gone again. Here we go, we've got it back in. This is the monthly US wheat market, and you can see here my long-term support here back from 1996 was 632. If you remember, these numbers are quite interesting. Last swing low here was 580. Now I'm showing my 580 I'm sort of putting together with 134 on the UK market. So at the present we are at that level at the present moment. That's a swing low. 567 is my marker, and if 567 breaks, then we're down to 500, and that is support here from 2008 2010, and that I would line up with my 120 on the UK wheat chart. So obviously we've been sort of following the US wheat market, so obviously I'm going to use this as a marker to see whether over the next few days we can break through this 567 level, and I'll show you on the short-term daily chart on the US. Here, just get that back up. You can see here this the daily chart of the December contract. 580 was a swing low here that we've just broken, and 567 is my long-term 5-year support. At the moment we closed at 570, so I've been looking for some kind of reaction off that 567 level to give us confirmation of our break of 134 on the November contract. Any bounce on this to go back and test this 580, or a clear break of this 567, will give me further confirmation that 134 level is broken, and we're continuing to head down to that 120 on the November. So obviously they're key numbers to keep an eye on the December contract on the US wheat. And finally, looking at the oilseed rape market, see here we had this consolidation pattern, falling kind of wedge. We broke out the bottom 345. The fall was 45 points, so my target is 305. So we're looking for further downside on the US wheat, on the oilseed rape. So basically, it's coming back. Just finally, recap on the UK wheat here. We're looking on that 134 level, and to see whether that holds the break and continues down, or we do get a retest of it. But obviously the trend is confirmation that we are still in a downwards trend at the present moment. Thanks for watching. I'll put an update this time next week.